How to get my start at ENB? Boy, I was actually in college, spent a couple of years just bopping around, didn't know what I wanted to do. So I tried some other things to take a break till I got, in my mind, till I matured a little bit, till I figured out what direction I wanted to take. In the interim, I saw an ad for a teller at the Ephrata National Bank. I came and applied, I did the interview, and they hired me right away. Went home and told my dad I'm gonna go work for the Ephrata National Bank. So. The reason we've been successful over the last 40 years is because we know our place in the community, we know our place in the market. We have historically done things that we're good at, that we know what we're doing, and we've enjoyed a great reputation in the community because of our involvement and our long tenure, where people view us as the bank, as a financial institution, but there's an amount of trust that goes along that not every financial institution enjoys. The idea for me to think that I got the opportunity that I got is unbelievable. So to be the president of the bank is something that I never would have imagined. The people that had a big influence on me over my career, I always start with my dad, because my dad gave me very blunt advice. It was pretty straightforward. And he really molded me to be the person that I am. Once I got to the bank, Aaron Groff was a huge influence. When I started as a teller, and again, I came here as kind of a temporary layover until I matured and figured out what I wanted to do for a living. I wasn't here very long, and Aaron came to me and said, hey, we have these opportunities for education, AIB classes they were called at the time. Of course, John Shuey, president before Aaron, had a big impact on me and my career growth. And then the senior lender that I reported to for the majority of my career had a really big impact on me as well. So I had people that were willing to put their arm around me and help me through the process, knowing that I wanted to help myself through the process. It's the challenge. First of all, I love people and I like the challenge, and so we can say that I've been doing this for 40 years, but I've done a lot of different things in those 40 years. So each one of those role changes created a new opportunity, a new challenge, and that's I thrive on that. And in the 2 years I've sat in this office, it's like nothing else I've ever done before. There's a lot of really proud achievements that I've had over 40 years. I'm going to give a couple. I have had customers from a lending perspective that I dealt with who referred their sons, and I just feel like that says a lot. If the father's willing to refer the son, first of all, to the bank, not just me, but to me individually, I'm proud of that. And some of those turned into grandsons. On a corporate level, the proudest achievement I have is the PPP, Payroll Protection Program, because, and not just Ephrata National Bank, but community banks really showed who they are and why they're so critical to be in this banking landscape. If you remember back to 2020, people are locked in their houses, businesses are shut down, everybody's wondering, how am I going to survive? And that PPP program allowed us to really show we're a community bank, to help those businesses in our community to survive. And I've had people come to me and say, you guys saved my life. That's pretty intense. Yes, I met my wife at Ephrata National Bank. We were both on the teller line for a short period of time. She actually worked in the savings department and the teller line. And we met. I moved out to the Hinkletown branch. We started dating, and the rest is history. So.